I was stuck as the fat kid of my school for over 4 years. Think about it. I went through hundreds of hours of getting fat shamed every single day by my friends. But even after all that suffering, I still couldn't make any progress. And I couldn't figure out why I was still stuck after all of this time. But you can save yourself from 4 years of being the fat kid if you just listen to the advice in this video. Because what I'm going to tell you took me from this fat little Genshin Impact gooner that I used to be to now becoming a straight A student, quitting all my addictions, and losing over 17 pounds. And I did all of this while actually enjoying the process. And so you can trust in the fact that what I'm going to tell you in this video works. Now, I'm not going to yap to you about, oh, bro, just get 10,000 steps a day. Eat a balanced diet, bro, because none of that BS is going to help you. You've already heard that stuff hundreds of times. But the truth is, and I have it written down right here, we're going to attack the root cause of why you're fat. We're not going to BS about, oh, should we get 10,000 steps or 15,000? Oh, what's the best? Should you do calisthenics or should you do weightlifting? Because you're not going to get any value from that BS. Instead, the root cause that we're going to find out today isn't, oh, is it calories, or it isn't, fat acceptance or anything. What I've realized after years of making these videos and also just losing fat myself is that the root cause of being fat is your emotions. And this is going to sound crazy and weird because nobody else talks about this. The truth is, if you want to make any progress, you need to learn how to deal with your emotions. Because think about it. The reason you're fat isn't because of fucking calories or, oh my god, you didn't do weight training. It's because every single time you were given the choice of, oh, should I eat the junk food or not? You listen to your emotions. And just not you, me as well as every other fat person in the world, we're fat because of our emotions. Think about it. Each time you said, oh, no, I'll work out tomorrow, it's fine. That was just more emotions. Oh, no, I don't care about how I look. That's insecure. Emotions. All of this stuff, all of this BS your mind generates has led to you being fat. And the root cause is just you don't know how to deal with your emotions. Because the truth is, nobody has ever talked to you about this, right? Think about it. The most horrifyingly bullshit thing about my niche or my area of expertise, which is losing fat and talking about it on YouTube, is that none of the other BS influencers out there talk about this. We all keep on seeing these videos on, oh, how much protein can you digest per day? Or what's the right way to do a push-up? Or any of this bullshit. But the thing is, that's all surface level. Think about it. Imagine fat loss is like this Rubik's Cube that has a bunch of these layers on it. What everybody talks about online is the surface level stuff, which we already mentioned. Oh, should you exercise 5 times or 4 times a day? But then, underneath that, there's actually more stuff, Underneath that, you have your mindset and your habits and the identity you have. Underneath that is your emotional intelligence. Can you resist the desires that your mind will create? And the truth is, when you learn the stuff down here, you don't need the surface level bullshit. You won't need another video on, oh, how much cardio you should do a day. Because you already know how to deal with the BS in your head. You'll already lose the fat. So, the main point of this video, if you take away just one thing, is if you can't control your emotions, they will control you and you will stay fat for the rest of your life. But what I've realized is there's a deeper meaning behind this, because emotions aren't inherently a bad thing. We evolved to have emotions because, and I'm not going to go too in depth about this, but the truth is we evolved to have emotions so that you save energy. Because, and I learned this from the book right here, The Laws of Human Nature, which is a really fucking good book, right? What this guy talks about is your emotions are going to lead you to the path of least resistance. Meaning, every single time, for example, I played 8 hours of video games because I felt like it, or I ate junk food, or I scrolled, or I went on the hub, I did it because my emotions were leading me towards the path that was easiest. Think about it. You will never have a random sudden desire for, oh my god, I want to study. I'm so excited to study, guys. That's not really what happens. And it's because your emotions are hardwired to help you save energy. But the thing is, all of these corporations, all of this fucking modern day technology has been hijacking our emotions ever since we were born so that you stay addicted to their shit. Think about it. TikTok, YouTube, even the app you're looking at me right now is all just an emotional hijacking of your system. And so here's what we need to do. If you want to lose fat, you need to learn the art of ignoring your emotions. And once you learn this skill, this one skill, everything else will fall into place. So I'm going to get on to the more actionable part of this video. I've already persuaded you that, okay, your emotions are basically just fucking with you. Here's how to stop it. And I've written down right here on my script how to give your emotions blue balls, which is effectively what we're giving them. So this is the actionable part of this video. Notice I'm not going to be a time-wasting dickhead, wasting your time with like spiritual BS. I'm just going to show you the one habit that once I added into my life gave me immunity from my emotions. And once you start doing this habit, I guarantee you will have a 100% success rate at killing your emotions. That is meditation. Now, your mind might have already turned off. No, what? Meditation? What the hell? I don't want to do that. That sounds weird, spiritual. But no. I'm not that type of guru. I'm not going to tell you to go underneath a tree and start doing for 20 hours a day. No. Meditation has to be the greatest fat loss hack out there. Think about it. No other supplement, no other workout plan, no other diet you can follow is nearly as effective as meditation. And no, I'm not saying if you meditate, you're fucking get shredded. What I mean is, when you do meditation consistently, it trains you to ignore your emotions. Which again, as we've stated, could be the most overpowered thing you could ever have. So, the reason for this, the reason why I'm emphasizing you should start meditating is because imagine that you were sat there on your chair and you had all these desires just swirling around your head. You had this desire to eat some junk food, to play some video games. Oh, let's go downstairs and let's go ask my mom to get me a new mouse to play Minecraft with. Oh, no, let's go eat some junk food. Oh, let's go to the pantry. Let's get some. When you've been meditating, what'll happen is you will have all these thoughts swirling around your head, but you'll be immune to it. It's almost like you zoom out into third person and you're just immune to all of this like BS that your mind is generating. So, when you start meditating, in short, you will become immune to the path of least resistance that your mind will try and get you on. And that will automatically make you lose fat, because what meditation does is it'll train you. And I've already explained this, but basically, imagine if I gave younger me, so imagine that fat version of me, right? If I gave him a chocolate bar, and I wasn't a meditator, right? So I was just this fat little kid, and I gave him this chocolate bar. Because I didn't meditate, what would happen was I would have this desire, okay, I want to eat junk food. And so I'd take it, and I'd go, that's basically what would happen. But when I meditated, what I basically experienced is, if I saw junk food in front of me, it would be like there's this pause, there's this space of time where I would almost have this third person point of view, and I'd realize, no. No matter what my emotions telling me, that is going to make me more fat, and so I didn't eat it. Now, how do we meditate then? Well, meditation is a two-step process, where a couple steps, and I'm just going to explain it now. The way you meditate is you just sit down and you go through this cycle in your head. It's really simple. You sit down and you close your eyes and you just breathe, preferably through your nose. And when you do it, you need to focus on that feeling, that sound of your breath going in and out of your head. And so let's go through a few breaths. You go. Here's what happens. You're going to start having some thoughts. And these thoughts are going to be anything. It doesn't matter what the thoughts are. But the point is, as soon as you start having thoughts, they're going to take you away from your breath. The goal with meditation is, as soon as you start having thoughts, you need to realize, oh shit, I'm having thoughts. And just refocus back onto your breath. Take a few more breaths. You'll have some more thoughts. And you go back to your breath. This is training you to ignore your thoughts, to almost examine them, to realize, wait a minute, I am not my thoughts. I'm just the observer of them. And once you do this, You start getting immunity. You create some distance between your desires, your thoughts, and your actions. When you do this 100 times, imagine you go through the cycle 100 times over 5 minutes, where you breathe and you realize you're having thoughts and you go back to your breath. It's almost like you're doing one bicep curl for your mind. And when you do that enough, slowly but surely, you become better at resisting your emotions. After a few days of doing this, suddenly you'll see that you're playing video games and you'll be like, oh shit, this isn't good for me. And then you'll just randomly do something that's more productive. Now, you're going to have a few objections to this shit. I know how you think, because I was exactly like you were. You might think, oh, no. But that sounds like a weird habit. I don't need to do it. What the hell? Trust me when I say this habit of meditation has a 100% success rate. Every person you will ask ever about meditation will tell you it is overpowered. And so, you have nothing to lose from literally just doing 2 minutes of meditation a day. Don't do an hour of it a day. Don't try and be like some guru or some shit. Because, again, we want to make this a lifelong habit. You're not just going to meditate one day and suddenly just go into like the spiritual mode where you're no longer affected by your emotions. Because that's like working out one time and expecting that you're going to get jacked. This is a lifelong habit that over the course of a few weeks will slowly improve your decision making. So, what I'm going to give you some brain dead, autistic advice to staying consistent. Pick a random time in your day. For example, every time you're done brushing your teeth, you sit down on your chair and you meditate for literally just 1 minute. And you might think, wait, what the hell? 1 minute's not going to do anything. But the truth is, we're trying to level this skill up almost like a video game. See, when you load into a new video game, they don't ever tell you, oh, defeat the level 50 boss today. Do it every single day. Play for 3 hours a day. No. They give you just a small quest to do every single day. And then you come back to it again. And then you come back to it again. And slowly over time, the quest gets a bit harder until you've developed into the point where you can kill the next boss in the next arena, in the next area of the map. Basically, what I'm saying is, each time you do 1 minute of meditation, it's almost like you've added 1 XP to the skill. Over 2 weeks, you've gotten 14 XP, and now you've leveled up to the point where you can do 4 minutes or 5 minutes. I started off for the first month by doing just 3 minutes a day. And you will still see some results from that. But the point is, we do it consistently until we form the habit. And that's when you get the best results. You might have this one more sort of objection where you're like, oh, no. But I already tried it a few times, but it didn't work. It didn't do anything. But again, bro, you have to be patient. It's not just going to be one session of meditation that's going to completely kill your addictions and get you a 3. Wait. But when you do this over time, trust me when I say you will make progress for finally, after 1,000 days of being stuck, you will finally stay consistent on this journey. What could be more important than that? What could be more overpowered than doing one habit and suddenly seeing every area of your life get better? Because not only are you going to be more good at losing fat and staying consistent, but you're also going to scream at your parents less. You're going to suddenly be more of a good friend to others. You're going to stop being this little leech, this depressive little leech that others don't like being around. And you're going to instead actually be not an NPC anymore. If you want more advice like this, and again, I've been through everything that you've been through. I know what it's like to be fat shamed every single day. I know what it's like to want to make progress but not stay consistent. But if you want more videos just like this, where I just sit down or I stand up and just give you advice on things like fat loss, quitting your addictions, improving your mental health, and just getting ahead as a teen, then go down and subscribe right now. And as always, my name's Atharv. See you soon, bro. Keep meditating.